Okay, you guys, I feel like we're in like a dungeon. Very, very dark and scary in here. Plus, there's no light because we cut the power today. So you can tell it's very dark. Hello, welcome to our Project Haven. We are here pre-demo, and I'm just opening all the blinds because there's really like no natural light coming in. So, but we'll walk you through the house as is before we demo it next week. Everything is coming down, and we are essentially building it from the ground up for our client. And I have the floor plan here. What are the changes we are making to this property, and what the exterior will look like, and what the interior floor plans will look like for the 3 floors when we rebuild. Will be the lower suite, the main floor, and the second floor. So you get to see all of that on our floor plans. But we'll walk you through what we have for now and show you essentially the before and the after. So this is one of the bedrooms. They have about 4 bedrooms in this house. Very tiny, and I believe there's only like 1 or 2 bathrooms and a kitchen, living room. So this is one of the bedrooms that has a door leading out to the deck. This is one of the bathrooms. It's really all gonna come down. And then this one here is a second bedroom with its own closet, also looking out to the backyard. This is essentially the back of the house, bedrooms and ensuite. And then here we have the linen closet. I think there are 2, let me see. Yeah, there are 2 linen closets, and then linen closet. And this one here is another bedroom facing the front of the house. So they have a lot of bedrooms. The house is smaller. It's built like so long ago. As you can see, everything is super dated. Now let me take you to the front of the house. So here's the entry to the front of the house. You will see everything will look brand new and awesome once it's all done. All right, this is another bedroom. It could be a bedroom. There's a door, so there could be a bedroom or also an office space, whatever they want to use it for or they used it for. No closet though, just a bedroom. We are working alongside Tan Construction Limited because the clients has seen our work previously and they wanted us to come in and really tackle the project. The intention is to build a 2-story home with the lower suite completed throughout. This is our kitchen here. It's super dated. Like you see the pink laminate countertop. You see how tight this kitchen is. It's just very tiny and cute, but we will revamp all of this. I'm excited. Okay, you guys, I feel like we're in like a dungeon. Very, very dark and scary in here. Plus, there's no light because we cut the power today. So you can tell it's very dark. But you know what? It's not that bad compared to the main floor. So there's no carpet, just tile everywhere. It's not horrible. Earlier, before we came down, I thought I was going to be freaking out coming down here, but it's not too bad. Here is going to be our lower suite, but we will dig it lower, and we're going to make the ceiling for the lower suite about like 10 to 11 feet tall. So it won't be like this tall as we see right now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not bad. Okay, all right, let's go. Not that scared. Some of you may ask, why not renovate it? The client didn't want to renovate it because it will almost be the similar amount of work, maybe a less work to renovate it versus to rebuild it. But with the condition of the existing home, it is, in our opinions and the client's wishes, to have a brand new home instead of just got a few places and everything seems to be very, very old. So they have to replace a lot of things like HVAC, air conditioning, and so much more. All the windows have to be replaced, all the doors, exterior doors. So essentially you're replacing 80% of what the house is. So why not just tear it down, get a permit first and tear it down and rebuild a brand new beautiful home, and you will be living in your custom home essentially. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, so I will show you a little bit of what the main floor plan is looking like. So essentially this is the front porch. You'll be coming into the entrance, sunken foyer, and then across from that you'll see the office, library, and then these steps will take you into the main living area, which is the living room with the fireplace, big bay window here. And then these two spaces, the dining and the living space, will be leading you into the butler's pantry here / servery, and then you'll be going into the kitchen. Beautiful large kitchen with the breakfast nook next to it. And then you see the family room / great room. Now, looking at this space with all the bedrooms that we have here, this entire space on the main floor will not have any bedrooms. We will go up like vertically. So we got the basement now will be the lower suite for the future, and this here is going to be all living space for the main floor, and then the bedrooms will be located on the second floor. Yes, the lower suite will also have the bedrooms and the kitchen and the living room as well. Now we're outside of the home and we are doing a lot with this. So as you can see, the exterior of the home is a bunk loft, and what we're changing it into is a 2-story home with the completed lower suite. I want to show you what we are working with here. This is essentially the front elevation of the home. This is the entrance door into the home. This is the garage, will be on that side. And then this is essentially the front elevation of this project. And we cannot wait to select all of the finishes for this home, from brick, from stone, from even landscaping, to lighting fixtures, to roof. What color is the roof gonna be? And that is gonna be so exciting going through this with our client, because we're building their custom home for them, transforming from this behind me to something super luxurious. All right, you guys, we're going to Project Regal, checking on progress, and then we're gonna go to another project, and then 1504 to finish off our Saturday, because there's a lot of happening so far and we have to catch up. So these progress videos is going to be awesome to show you guys where we're at and what's next for us. So I'll see you soon. We are at Project Regal, and I want to show you what has been happening in the home as of last week. We started electrical, and I want to walk through the lower suite, main and second floor. But before we go in there, I want to share with you, if you haven't seen our previous videos, chapter 1 and 2, head on over to our YouTube channel and watch all the goods and everything that we did for those projects, step by step, and the entire process. It is pretty cool. So take a look. But in the meantime, come on in with us. Really exciting. The archways that I requested to have done, they have not completed yet, because I told them I need to check it out first before we finalized it. So today would be the day. I'll take a look and see what happens. Then I will say yay or nay to it, because I love designing, creating archways, but they need to feel like they speak to each other, because there's a bigger archway that has more room to play with, whereas the butler's pantry archway is a little bit more tricky. So let me show you. So this is the stage where everything is kind of happening at the same time. There are trays coming in, going out. So as you can see, the electrical, like pot lights placement and the chandelier placement and all of our sconce placements, they're all here because we finalized the main floor and the second floor. The lower suite, we'll go visit that and we'll have a meeting with the electricians and Eric to really finalize the lower suite. But essentially, they follow the plan, they have the guide. All they need to do is let us know what are the changes that they have made based on where the choices are. Sometimes that could create like a little bit of a challenge when we're designing or doing our RCP and our electrical. So those things they understand to make changes on the spot as needed, and we need to know about that. So speaking of archways though, I want to show you the templates that they create for us. So here's a template that they create for us that will go here, walking into the butler's pantry. This is what it would look like. And I told them not to do anything with it yet, prepare for it, but not put it up or do anything with it until I come on site with everybody and take a look at that to make sure that I love it. Because the challenge with this is there is a small archway. There are two small archways, which there are here, and then over here, this is the larger archway. So they prepped the two sides to make sure that we can create an archway, because this was a bit of a challenge before, since the stairs will be here, and this is the end of this wall. So when we look at this, Eric didn't feel like he would want the archway to start here, but start behind me instead. So I said, well, it'd be better if we start the archway here. So we're introducing like the flow from the foyer and the dining and the living room into the kitchen and the great room. So that's why they started prepping this for me. And the archway I will show you is sitting over there, but the challenge is that this is a bigger archway. So I didn't want anything too rounded. I wanted something more, has a radius, but goes straight up at the top. So that's a challenge with smaller archway versus larger archways, and you can see them from the front foyer. Okay, so behind me, you see the two archways. We just put them down to see if they look good. This is the second time I looked at these two archways. One was over FaceTime, and now I'm on site. I get to see them, the template. I spoke with Eric, and this is what I wanted to see on site. Now, we did look at a few options for the archways design or just styles, because when you look up from the foyer, you see the two archway right away. The one leading to the butler's pantry and the one leading to the office and then the kitchen great room. So looking at them now, I love them because I feel like they are creating that connection. They're not way off and they are looking great. If I stand from here, I see the rounded edges, and then we just have a straight cut at the top. I still love that because looking at the archways where the width of the opening, it's wider, and then when we do it super rounded, it's too oval, it's too rounded for this particular design aesthetic. So we're mixing it with the rounded top and the flatter top. So when you look at that, I love it. I don't have a problem with it. We have sourced a few options, and this is what we came up with. So now when they put them up, I have to come back and to make sure that this is what we really, really want. Because the template is one thing, but when it's up, before they complete it all, we have to say yes to it. If not, if it doesn't work, we're not going to push it. We want to make sure this house is going to look great, and you know, the flow from the front to the center of the home and to the back of the home will have that seamless flow. So if this is going to stop the flow, we do not want it. So stay tuned and we'll keep you posted on what we want to do. Awesome. So feels so much better that the electrical and the plumbing are in. All the rough-ins are here. This is our kitchen, our island, our 3 beautiful pendants to come, and the kitchen design, we have to finalize that. I'm excited because like I can envision what the space looks like and feels like, and the color palette. Just have to put them on paper. It's only been a couple months since we demoed, so that's wild, 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 wild. This man wants to push the envelope. We're starting our newest project. We don't have a name for it yet, but today's the first day of demo. This will be completed in 2025, and we're so excited to really capture the very beginning of the project and show you guys what the whole process is all about. We'll keep you in the loop, but yeah, so this is what it is on the main floor. They still have to come back to finalize a couple things, and all the trades are working alongside each other because we need to push to get this house done. This is our kitchen, peninsula island area. This is our walk-up basement door, and essentially we have a living room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms. So it's a pretty big space, and we are making this space very modern with that refined French twist. So stay tuned for that. It's a little bit more detail oriented, but still keeping this lower suite super modern, super airy as well. Whereas the main floor and the second floor, we are really making that space feel super refined French twist and very timeless. So it's exciting. So stay tuned. So we are wrapping up at Project Regal. Now we are heading over to another new project, which I have not come up with a name for it yet. Stay tuned for that, but that project is already underway. Demo's been done, and now the foundation has, you know, the house started building up essentially. And I was told yesterday that something about the roof is going on. So we'll go there and we'll find out what is going on there, because I'm very curious, because we haven't been there since 2 weeks ago. So I'm nervous because it's moving much faster than I can anticipate. I mean, I should get used to this now, but clearly I have not. So come on along and we'll check it out together and see where this project is at right now. Thanks, guys. You can play your music now. No. Look at this house. Come on this way. Don't really want to go in there because they're working. Wow. So yeah, so framing has already started, and like I said, so we were here last week. We were just here and they were just doing some foundation, and that was done. They poured foundation, they removed the template, and now they started framing. And they work on weekends, obviously, because we're going to push the timeline. And Eric is in there talking to the framers. I was here last week to film, and we're just pouring concrete.
Yeah.
And now it's like night and day from last week, remember?
Oh, it's a great job. It's been very fast, right? I can't believe this time flies.
Eric, are you trying to do the 6.5?
I actually, you know what? I'm trying to actually do 5.5. Not 6.5, 5.5.
How is he gonna do 5.5? Who ever built a house within 5.5 to finish? This man is crazy. So I can't. You know that we have other projects we have to work on. He's like, oh yeah, I have to, and here you go. Here's this one's building. Now I gotta talk to him about the design for this house because it's moving way too fast that we couldn't even do the design before he moved on doing this. So it's freaking me out, freaking my whole team out, and they're like, Ching, hello, what is that? And yes, and like everybody, freaking out everybody, like we have to film so fast. Like we're like, okay, now Janelle's like, okay guys, every two weeks because, or 1 week, every 1 week, I don't know. Anyway, I'm like just, I am good though. I am good because I'm excited to see how everything is coming together so fast because like I said to you guys, normally it takes 2 years to get to completion, okay? So with us doing this, because it's also a custom spec home, we built for our ideal clients. So there's a smaller process that we're skipping at the end, right? But still, the building part, the construction part, normally takes a long time with all the trades together. Why are you doing this to me?
Why? Ask him.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, you know what? It's challenging with time for construction, building home. It's actually a pleasure for me to. I really enjoy with doing this, and I like to see this thing moving ahead faster than the game.
It's standing up because it's just like, no.
So I really enjoy it. Yeah, doing this.
He enjoys it, torturing me.
Wow, am I torturing you or torturing him too?
Us, torturing all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he agrees.
She work in the daylight, but you work after 5 o'clock. It's getting dark, and you're still cutting with a tape measure with a flashlight.
Yeah.
So who more torch? Him.
I have to design day and night to get this stuff done. And you know he has 2 properties, right? So once you're done this, you're done. Once your framing is done, or the roof, you're done. And then it's my turn. Well, I've been starting doing this too, like my design. And then I don't stop until we're done. So we have our different tortures, I guess. So anyway, this is our backyard. So we'll have the deck from the main floor coming down, similar way to our project casa. And here is the walk-up basement / lower suite. Pretty cool looking at this while during construction. So we get to see and map out what is our backyard will look like. So as much as we have, let's say compared to our project Embro, the backyard was a little bit deeper because it was a deeper lot. Still the same size depth of home for this project, Casa and Embro. However, the lot here is very, very similar to Project Casa. We still have a good size backyard for some grass, for some interlocking, for hosting. But our client wanted to make sure that the size of the home is perfect for a larger family. So that's what our main focus. And then everything here is also our main focus, but they want the home to be the right size for them. So I cannot wait to have all this done. Like right now we're standing here, we'll come back and stand right where I am when it's all done, and you guys get to see how amazing it is.